I'm already an egotistical maniac as a director. I don't know if that'll happen or not, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to take some of these questions now. If you guys have anything, reach out to me as I'm walking around. I'll answer your questions about it, I promise. You, dear, over here, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
My question actually has to do with Mama Bear, so it's perfect.
Hit me.
When you do the full feature, are you going to try to have the same actors in the full film that you have now?
Ideally, that if it was up to me, that's what I want to do. So at this point, we're approaching two ways to make this film. Do we make it the big budget that we really need and then let everybody else? Then I would be basically a hired director and the producers and the funders would pick who they pick. Mm-hmm. Or do we try to make it as small a budget as possible, you know, pay the writer, the director as little as possible, the actors as little as possible, and put all the money into the movie, and then in which case I can use my A-list friends in the movie. That's the route I want to go. And it's very important to me that I want to put a stamp on the type of stuff I make. I want you to look at it and go, oh, that's a Coen project in the next 10 years as my projects come out. I want my style to be distinct, have a distinct style. I was only able to carry out so much of it because I only had so much money here, but I think you guys get enough of a taste of it. And for me, not just Supernatural, but largely my Supernatural friend circle is so wildly talented. I think that I can direct these people into play any character out there and make it successful. I just think somehow, some way, we've stuck together. Sorry, I didn't mean to spit on you, Krista.
Didn't reach me.
Sorry, somehow, I'll try harder next time. Somehow, some way, this Supernatural fandom and just this entire weird circle has kept us together for 15 seasons, brought all these talented people to one show, and we get along with each other. Like, it's baffling. So when you get to make a movie with all these talented people and all you have to do is tell the camera operator and the DP how you want the frame, I don't have to say anything to those actors. Those actors tell me how to act. I'm not telling them how to act. What am I going to go, Jim Beaver, listen, I'd like it if you, acted a little, shut up, Matt, what are you doing?
You're saying
let Jim Beaver do his thing. If he wants more takes, let him have more takes. That's all there is to it. So, again, we find ourselves paying tribute to Supernatural for making all things successful, in a sense. You know, look where we are. We're here, we're in Rome, travel the world, we're in all these different cities. I've got this great group of friends. You guys have given me life. You guys have literally forced me to do this. It's wild. The reason I got off my ass and made Mama Bear is because I was in a meet and greet early 2018. And I'd been talking for about 3 years about, I want to do directing, I want to do what Rich does, I want to go into the Warner Brothers directing school, I want to end up getting this, I want to make my own thing. And a fan looked me dead in the eye, dead serious, and goes, so do it. I was like, wait a minute, what? And then she was like, when? And I was like, today. Why am I not doing it right now? And I literally went home that night, called my writing partner. I can't stop spitting. I called my writing partner and I was like, dude, I need a female-led, over-the-top action, slight comedy. That's what I need, that's what I want to make, that's what I want to watch. Let's come up with a concept. And in 2 days, we had a 15-page script, and in about 2 weeks, we put it out, and in another 30 days, you guys made it happen. So, thank you. You're really clapping for yourself at this point. You guys gave me the confidence, you guys helped me fund it, you guys gave me enough belief in myself to make it happen, so yes, applause for yourself. You, dear, how are you?
I'm alright, thank you. I would like to ask, if you're going to turn this into a movie, you could give us any ideas how the story continues?
Yes. Yeah, there is a script. I don't want to ruin it for you. So the premise is she's going after the only matchable donor for her son to have a liver. And the general time, if you're a medic, please don't check me on this. You have like 18 to 24 hours with a failed liver to find a replacement that's, you know, gonna fit and yada yada, so on and so forth. So our mom character starts to track down the people to find the guy who I played in this, but I only played it because there were no lines and none of my friends wanted to do a no line role. So I had to do it, but in the feature that would be somebody like, I don't know, Pablo Schreiber, the leprechaun from American Gods. Like, I don't know, something like that. And so she's hunting this guy down the whole time, and she finds him and kills him in the end. But he doesn't die. I'm not gonna say the rest. All right, fine, I will. I'm so bad at not doing spoilers. I'm literally spoiling a feature film right now. She kills him in battle as he's trying to kill her. The Jeffrey Parise character is driving an ambulance away. They throw his body. His name's Nico Black in the feature, the character that I played, Nico Black in the feature. Puts him in the thing. He's dead, flatlining. Mom defibrillates him back to life to beat his ass one more time. And there's an epic fight sequence that happens within an ambulance that goes on for like 10 minutes as the driver's like all over the place. It's just chaos, you know, picture your over-the-top action sequence. And I can't do the very end. I can't do it. But that's the basis of it. It's Mom hunting this guy down. Through hunting this guy down, she gets into action sequence after action sequence after action sequence, and I blow up everything. You're welcome in advance. I promise you'll like it. I promise. And Mom goes to jail at the end of the first one, right? She has a military background. You find out how she's able to fight like this, where she has her training. She gets this guy, gets the liver, whatever, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't, you don't know. But then Mom gets arrested, and the sequel is Mom becoming an undercover kind of hit woman for the government. And then the trequel, the trilogy, is Mom, like, it has the feel of the Jason Bourne, where they're using her as a weapon, and she wants to detach herself from the government. She goes rogue again, kills the government and the bad guys. So, there you go. Now you don't have to buy a ticket to see any of my next 3 movies. I hope you're happy. I've just given away all the secrets I had. No, there's a lot more pieces to it, but thank you for asking your question. I appreciate it. I could talk about this all day. If I'm boring you, just yell real loud, hey, asshole, talk about something else. I'll switch subjects. You, dear, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Do you have a hangover today?
No.
Oh, that makes one of us.
I have to say I'm very happy the suggestion that when you got to ask Daniela yesterday if you could play it, I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Yeah, you guys, you know, if it wasn't for Daniela, this type of stuff doesn't happen. You know, this isn't just a normal thing you can just fit in and make happen, and Daniela always makes it happen. So seriously, props to her, and props to the tech team over here with their quality sounds and making this seamless. So thank you guys so much. Thank Daniela for not here, but we love her to pieces. You know, I'd love to be able to show you guys a private screening of something every year I come to this. You know, this Rome has become such a special, you know, a special thing in itself, and within the conventions, it's kind of the Super Bowl of conventions, and so like, to have special surprises for you guys that aren't on the schedule and stuff like that, for me is very fulfilling. So I'll make something else next year, even if it's a 1-minute green room video, something to show you up here to keep tradition. I promise you, the 1-minute green room video looks a lot like that action sequence right there, except there's bottles of whiskey flying from side to side.
And monkeys.
My question is, you know, what inspired you to make Mama Bear? Is
Richard
there like a
Spade Jr.
background? Huh?
I didn't have a background in directing. I've been acting for 15 years. I pay attention when I'm on set. There's a lot of different jobs that are very interesting to me, from electrical team to the lighting team to the camera team to the producing team, directing. Everything's interesting. I pay attention. It's not just acting I want to be involved in. Over the last 5 or 10 years, I've watched Richard Spade decide that he was going to be a kick-ass director and then go be a kick-ass director. That inspires me like The Rock inspires the rest of the world. You know, like, The Rock's like, here I am, it's 4 a.m., I'm grounded, doing my lifts in the thing, and like people get picked up by that. I get picked up by guys saying they're going to do something and they go do it. Rich just went and did it, so I thought, wow, he just literally gave me the Cliff Notes. Does everybody know Cliff Notes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Cliff Notes of how to become a director if you try hard enough, and if you bust your ass and you do the work. And so I thought, I love this business, I love creating, I love making things, I love sitting down and the feeling of sitting up here by myself and you guys watching it and me feeling nervous, and you know, I love the rushes that come with it. So that was it. I was inspired by Richard really I wanted to direct since I wanted to act, but I was inspired to make a move on it watching Richard and his success. And not only his success, but like, he's doing it at the top caliber of directing. He's not like just throwing together an episode of television. He's doing really interesting stuff, like the episode of Supernatural where he directed himself, fighting himself while playing himself and playing his other self. Like that's a crazy thing to do. I would say there's under 20 directors in history that have done that, carried it out successfully, and Rich is one of them. He did it no problem. Yeah, he probably didn't sleep for 2 months, maybe more, but he did it and he crushed it. And we all love that episode. To film yourself fighting yourself and make sure the frames look pretty and cool and all these things. I don't know how he pulled it off. He's a legend. Anyways, my inspiration really is him, and then my other inspiration was me going first, hey, I need to make something, what the hell am I gonna make? He goes, you can only write what you know. I'm like, well, I only know one thing. I've been rushing home to be with my wife and kid for the last 3 years. It's not like I'm living any other experiences except my wife and my kid, and you guys can't write a thing about you guys. Rob and Rich already did it. It's King's Con. So I'm like, write what you know, write what you know, write what you know. What I know is the fierceness that becomes a woman when she has a child. The unstoppable ability to crush and conquer anything in front of her. And I was like, how can I make that a little crazier, So I boosted it up and tried to kind of make it feel a little comic booky in my heart and in my mind, and try to make some creative shots. And we ended up with this idea of Mama Bear, and now it's this thing that people like. So it's an amazing experience. But the heart of the answer, and I will let this tangent go so I can answer your question, is Richard Spade Jr. So thank him before you thank me, after you thank yourselves. Hi.
Hi, Matt. Oh.
Here, quick, go.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
I am here on set where I used to work, and we are spending yet another year apart on our anniversary. But I just wanted to say that even though I have been in love with you for 15 years, the last 12 years of our relationship, 8 years of marriage, 4 years as parents, have been the most magical part of my life. I am so grateful every single day that you chose me. Thank you for choosing this basket case. Thank you for working long days so that you can support us. And thank you for coming home to Macklin and being willing to play non-stop, and for making all those ridiculous cardboard creations that you make. Thank you for spoiling me on random holidays. Thank you. Thank you for loving us unconditionally and for being so loyal and devoted. Now, I hope that this has been at least a little bit embarrassing, or else it's gonna be nothing. But I just wanted to tell you, happy anniversary. And please go out and have a glass of wine. You're in Rome, dude. Go do it. I love you so much. And tell everyone I said hello. Bye.
From your wife, happy anniversary, my man. Happy anniversary.
Wow, that was unexpected. Thank you. Thank my wife who just got on a plane to Burbank at 5 o'clock in the morning with my puking kid who was car sick and is going to see our family. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Everything that you're witnessing right now is everything I always try to put into words when I talk to you guys. Thank you. Thank both of you. I love you to pieces. You know how much this means to me. I haven't been with my wife at one of our anniversaries, and since we've been married, I've been with you guys. So. It means a great deal. I don't know what to do with these flowers.
Happy anniversary.
I love everybody! Well, you know what that means. You caught the bouquet, so you and Robbie, got it going on. Man, whew. A lot of emotions in that panel. Fuck me.
Yeah.
And did you show your film?
I did, and that was emotional enough as I sat in the front row by myself and watched it.
Oh, you showed your movie.
There was people in it, and you looked great. It was fantastic, but it was an emotional experience showing it for the first time to people that know nothing about it. So it was like this in the front, and then my wife had to do that shit. And, now I can't talk. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, Rob and Rich are here.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's good. You're going.
Thank you so much.
There he goes.
Wow.
How's he going?
Oh, good, our intro music. Wow, that
We're
was,
backstage, like, okay, we'll go on and introduce the video. Oh, it's playing.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, so Mandy is the darndest. You know what's funny? And Rob literally just had a double take backstage. He was looking at the video, and he's like, why is she dressed like a nurse? And I go, she's on General Hospital. And Rob was like, what? Because, you know, Matt was on General Hospital for like 3 years. Left the show. Then they hired his wife.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. And I even got it, I said, is she working as a nurse now? And you said, yeah, hospital. That's why, because you were in Rich Speak, you said, yeah, she's on General Hospital. And what I heard was, yeah, we're in the hospital. So I was like, oh, wow, that's so cool. I honestly, there was a good 10 seconds where I thought you were telling me, yeah, she's a nurse at a hospital. That's what she does. She's an RN. And then I was like, really? Yeah. Just like Matt. I'm like, wait. Oh, she's on General Hospital. Anyway, that was amazing. That was
Super
amazing.
endearing.
Sounds like that was the panel of a lifetime for Matt.
It was.
Got to show us.
Well, listen, that was an emotional journey that was very special, and we're here to bring it down. He raised it up. We're here to bring it
Smash
back
it.
down. We are here to. He made a lovely bed, and we are here to shit in it. So, you're welcome. Let's start with a question. Right over there.
Let's do it.
You.
Hi. So obviously after the end of season 14, Rob, we probably know we're going to see you in season 15.
Season 15, Rob Benedict.
But Rich, have you put your name forward for directing or possibly appearing again in season 15?
In terms of appearing, I haven't. Sadly, you don't put your name forward for that, or I would have been in the show since season 1. But so I have no idea where the story's going to go. I have no idea or influence on where the story's going to go. So I don't know if I'll be involved as an actor. However, I will be involved as a director. So I will be directing some. I'm not sure how many. It might just be one. I don't know, but I will be doing something in the directing side in season 15.
Can you
Which
persuade Matt to direct for season 15?
are you saying? Could I persuade Matt to direct season 15? I don't know if you understand how the business works. I feel like
He said you're his inspiration, so...
no, he's great, and Matt would love to direct season 15. I'm not sure he'll get that shot. But it's not about Matt not wanting to do it. Matt, I don't have to persuade him. He's ready to go. It's just a process to break into the TV world. So he's doing great. Obviously, you saw what he did. He's done a great job with his first effort. And I have no doubt that we'll see Matt Cohen directing TV and film soon, and it'll all be awesome. I don't know if it's going to be in season 15, but it'll be somewhere, and it'll be great, and we'll all be watching, and we'll all be supporting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello. I've asked a couple different people this question. I know we've had the opportunity to, well, not you and I personally, but we've had the opportunity to sing karaoke with y'all several times, different cast members. But I'm wondering, when it's not a job, when it's not SPN family karaoke, when you're just like in a seedy bar and karaoke's happening, like what is your go-to song, or like several drinks in and you're just like, yeah, I could totally kill this. Like what song is it that you do?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Robbie has a better experience, more uplifting experience, probably because he's a good singer. But I'm going to tell you something. And this is important for you to know, and it might be painful for some of you to hear. But I feel like you're grown up now. I wouldn't have said this 10 years ago, but I'm ready now.
Can I guess what you're saying?
You're going to guess?
No, I'm just going to say ahead of time, I feel the same exact way.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. I wear women's clothes on
I
the weekends.
Okay, what? Me too.
No,
You're the worst.
so here's the deal.
What's your feeling about karaoke?
Karaoke, the reason why Matt and I started hosting karaoke is so we wouldn't have to sing it. It was early on in the creation, the company that does it in the States, days of doing karaoke, they would say, all right, you'll go up and sing and then call fans. And Matt and I are like, oh no. No. So I don't think, I maybe in the 10, I hosted karaoke for 9 years in the States. I think I probably sang 4 songs if you get charted amongst the years. So I don't have a giant fondness for karaoke participating. I enjoy watching you all have fun, and that's the fun part of it. And being a conduit for other people enjoying themselves is great. That said, to answer your question in complete candor, on the off chance that I'm at a karaoke bar in my youth, when maybe there was too much ice cream and cake being served, and you know how that probably, you know how the ice cream.
And your parties
doesn't sit well with me.
now it's have ice cream and cake.
Maybe a lot of candle blowing, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
In those situations, my go-to song was "The Devil Went Down to Georgia."
Yes.
That was my go-to. Baba?
That's our time, everybody. Thank you so much.
And the other thing,
I thought you were going to say, I don't like karaoke.
I don't. I made it. But I didn't want to. So I was honest in that I don't like karaoke, but I have sung
Right.
karaoke.
Say, I really don't like karaoke. I never feel like I picked the right song, and it's odd as someone who's like the lead singer of a band. There's an added pressure that I just can't. It's hard to win. It's hard to win at karaoke. You know what I mean?
Well,
for me, I think that there are people that's where they shine and they do great. There's some great karaoke performers.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's not me. That being said, Jesse's girl.
And I was going to say, if you've never seen Rob, frontman of a band for years, played all over Europe, played all over the United States, tours, releases records, has been interviewed by European Rolling Stone, opened for giant bands. But if you've never seen him dressed as Khaleesi doing Jesse's Girl, you've missed a trick, I'm going to say.
We do love your dragon.
So I'm going to say that this is, sometimes you wonder if the internet's a good place, and then you realize, no, when you find that video, this is why God gave us Google, really, to find Rob doing as Khaleesi doing Jesse's Girl.
Man, it's out there. It's been resurfacing. Just me as Khaleesi.
Well, Game of Thrones is back, you know?
Yeah, right, yeah.
People are typing in hot Khaleesi, and you come up. Which, by the way, really interrupts the session. You know what I'm saying?
Khaleesi nude.
This is going to change the course of that 15 minutes.
Khaleesi nude, and it's me with the strap off my shoulder. Yeah, Jesse's Girl I found is a pretty good standard go-to for me. But yeah, like Richard said, outside of the cons, if I just wander into a karaoke bar with some friends, I usually take the night off. I'd rather watch other people do it than do it myself.
But okay, no, hold on now. Where are you from?
California.
Why'd you say y'all? You go y'all saying karaoke. That's here.
Did I say y'all?
You did.
I feel really called out.
Trust me.
now.
My antennae went up. So do you have any family in the South? Do you have any connections to it?
I'm around you guys a lot.
Yeah, there's no reason she can't say y'all.
I feel like everyone I know says y'all.
She can say y'all, dude.
That means you're around good people.
She can do it, even if she's not from the
It's a
South.
good-
This is European Rob. He gets real mad real fast.
It's gender neutral.
Ever since I talked about you wearing women's clothes on the weekend, you've been real edgy.
I'm just trying to defend her. You're like, you said y'all. Why?
I got excited. I thought one of my people.
Kentucky's my favorite
You said
state.
y'all.
I said
Kentucky's her
Kentucky.
favorite state. She loves the
Oh,
bluegrass
there it is.
state. There we go. What is your go-to karaoke thing?
Oh God. This is really embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, sure. Ask us.
It's usually either a song from The Little Mermaid or Baby Got Back.
Maybe we can make a song. Which song from Little Mermaid? Because Rob's got a couple in his back pocket.
I don't know look at this stuff, isn't it? That
Oh, that one. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun. Look at that, part of your world. We don't know it. Not familiar. Are you sure it's that one or not? You see readers all with green eyes. Somebody everybody else is a lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. What more is you looking for? Under the sea. Under the sea. Something, something, something. That big bubba bubba that rhymes with me. Thank you.
Nailed it. Good job, guys.
Thank you. See, Robin, we don't like to do karaoke. It makes us look stupid. You.
Hello. So
Hi.
my question's for Rob.
Good.
So Rob, Silver Spoon. Something I've always wanted to know, why are you in a Happy Meal?
Why am I in a Happy Meal?
You have a bit of a backstory here.
So let's see. What I'm trying to think of what the line is. It's
It's a song, a Loudon Swain song.
yeah, it's taken out of context. So what's the full line is?
That you're sitting there in
Oh, wait.
this Happy Meal?
Yeah,
Sitting there in a Happy Meal.
it's no doze. Let's look it up. What's the actual line?
Well, you give me shit for looking up Wagon Wheel. You gotta look up your own song.
I give you shit. I give you shit because you're on your phone while we were singing.
You're on your phone right now.
We're not singing. Ah, you got me. I just want to answer the question truthfully because in the context of the song, loud and. I do have an explanation. I mean, obviously it's been metaphoric, and it has to do with. Okay, so here we go. That's right. So yeah, just don't hate me because lately I've been a little shaky, hiding out in this Happy Meal. So yeah, so it's like it's a sort of a metaphor for sort of having the perfect, seemingly perfect life. You know, perfect house, perfect kids. McDonald's Americana, that's sort of the imagery, and I'm hiding out in this Happy Meal, kind of disguised, but I'm not feeling it. You know, I'm not actually happy. So that's the idea, that's the metaphor.
Okay, great. Thanks. I just always wondered.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Thank you.
It's funny when you write songs and you come up with little bits like that, and when I sing it, I remember the feeling of writing it. I remember I remember it, but it's super hard to explain. You know. Anyway, yeah, hiding out in my Happy Meal.
You.
Okay, my question is for Rich, so that works perfectly. I was curious about the differences between directing for Netflix and other platforms.
Other platforms?
Yeah.
Network? There's no real difference. Netflix is a distribution platform. There's no. It's really about the production itself. Is it different to direct for Lucifer than Supernatural because they have a different style? And not really. I mean, Supernatural has a different style in the way they shoot fight sequences. They usually go handheld. I used cranes for the fight sequence in Lucifer because they have a slicker fighting style and for their look. That has nothing to do with Netflix, though. There's nothing. The only thing that has to do. This is a nerdy answer, but there's something called deliverables in filmmaking. It's after you shoot something, every network has what they call deliverables, which is what they require you to send them for them to broadcast the show. So, meaning like the whites have to be colored a certain color, the reds are colored. It's this very boring answer. But that to say, deliverables for Netflix, every network's going to have their own stats they put together, and I don't do that. That's a post-production team. But there's no difference in directing for ABC, NBC, CBS, Netflix, Warner Brothers. It's all about what does the show require, what tone did the showrunner set and the original director set, which is why actually a pilot director is so crucial in the development of a TV show, because they set the directing style from the beginning of the show, and you kind of stick with that in terms of how the show looks for the rest of the run of the show.
Okay, awesome, thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, so a friend of ours was just wondering if you playing Gabriel and Chuck, if your religion interferes with that, or how do you, make that work?
Well, I'll say, but acting job is an acting job. I'm playing a character. It has nothing to do with my personal beliefs. You know, if I don't believe in war, I'm still going to be in Band of Brothers. You know, it's not like it's a different thing. It has nothing to do with it. So there's no tie-in, there's no overlap to whatever my personal spirituality or that journey is versus playing a character on television. You have thoughts about it, Rob? Let Rob talk a little more. He's feeling overshadowed. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. He says, Rich, let Rob talk a little more. He's feeling overshadowed.
I had nothing to do with that.
Rich, let Rob talk a little more.
He's feeling
sexually insecure.
That's not true. I had nothing to do with that.
Seems off point, but okay. It makes you look fat. Wait, I didn't see it went blank. I don't know the beginning of the sentence.
All of a sudden you're fat. For me, yeah, same. It really doesn't.
Oh, don't stand in profile. You read backlit.
You're backlit.
You're backlit. It makes you look fat. It's not wrong.
Is Jared doing this?
Misha, Jared, some asshole on the show. Rich, don't. Okay, here comes the next one. Just got a message from an Ochoa. I'm not going to read that out loud until I know what this is. Okay, great. Sure. And scene. Can't read that one out loud. Thank you for that. Misha says hello. Oh, that's great. What's shocking, not only is that clever, but that we actually paid attention to the screen. We've been over on every panel by not paying attention to that. All right, what was your answer to?
I love how angry you got with the first one, though. The feeling overshadowed really made you angry. Same. My religion does. I mean, why? I just got here.
Well, it's everybody's in the session. Like you and I are done. I think it's the same. They're trying to kick Rob off stage. They're like, I don't like it. It's bullshit. I don't want you to leave here sexually frustrated. I mean, I feel like.
So to answer your question, fourth time, no. But
Rich and Rob. Now it's me. All right, next question. One last question. You right there. Get there.
You mentioned Band of Brothers a moment ago. I was just going to ask what your favorite part of working on that was.
The guys I got to work with. The fact that we were playing real people. That was phenomenal. It's a rare occasion that you can play real people. I haven't got to do that. The actors I got to do that alongside were phenomenal, and the men who actually fought the war, who we were emulating their actions, were inspiring human beings. So it was great to be a part of something that was true, and great to play it with the guys I played it with, because they're still lifelong buddies of mine. Thank you for your question.
That was an awesome movie.
No, thank you. And we're getting booted off stage. I mean, this couldn't be more clear. I don't get it, I don't like it, but there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Rob Benedict, I'm Rich Spade. Thank y'all. Take care.
Get the chair cut closer.